should have. Damn, I should have mentioned I was going to stream on my Discord server. On the Discord server that I'm on. Fuck, I don't think YouTube is going to notify because I don't think it's been 24 hours since the 3 uploads. You know, I uploaded like, I don't know if they're going to notify them or not, but I don't know, man. But for sure, if they're already on YouTube, they're going to run across it. My video. I mean, the live. So basically, for the first time since having Direct Express receive my disability checks, today they didn't put the money on like the first like they usually do. You know, it's not a holiday. I mean, I didn't, because if it was a holiday today or a weekend, I would receive it early. I've been having this card since shit when I started getting this card. I think I had about over 10 years ago. I gotta think now. Um, it's been years. My mom actually doesn't even fuck with them anymore. I think since a year ago, because they pissed her off multiple times. But like I told, I said I have issues with them. I still get my money on it, you know. So I don't know, you know. It's yeah, I had it for a long, long time, but this is the very first time that I didn't get my money when I was supposed to get it on here. So I was shocked. I was trying to pay my bill online, which the real estate that I'm fucking with put me on the spot to do. You know, they just passed a law in my state that you can't force somebody to pay a bill a certain way anymore. You can't put them on the spot to pay bills online only. You can't do that. So they passed that law this year. But before, you know, they was like, oh, we're not accepting no rent at the office. No, you can't drop your rent off anymore. You can't mail in your rent anymore. They didn't want to do that no more. 'Cause I was mailing my rent for like forever. But now they got me used to the online portal and shit. And then it's funny because when the billing transferred over, they was like, oh, you could drop your rent off at the office. I was like, what? I stuck with the portal because I was used to using the portal to pay my rent. So I just stuck with it. I didn't like switching, you know, but they was like, that's the only way I could pay my rent. You know what I'm saying? Or I could drop it off at a fucking certain locations. I was like, no, man. The portal's the easiest way to do it. So I tried to because I thought it was something wrong. I think I just thought it was an error with the system. I thought it was on them, you know, until I called the car to see my balance on there. I didn't think it was. I didn't think it was gonna be nothing. I just thought I'd just do it. And they told me I had the same amount of money that I had since before 12 o'clock last night. So I was like, "What the fuck is this shit?" I listened to it again. I couldn't believe it. I said, "That's the exact same amount of money that I have before they supposed I'm supposed to get my money today." It's crazy. I know it's not just me. This is worldwide. Anybody has a Direct Express card now. I called my mom about it because I know that because when I called the last time, which was way before COVID, because you know since COVID hit, motherfuckers really got stupid. They got ridiculous. But my money got sucked into the ATM. I didn't get it out fast enough, and I was upset about it. So I called them, and they actually picked up the phone. It wasn't like what I got today, where they said, "Oh, we're receiving high call values," and it just hangs up on you. They would be receiving high call volumes today regarding this issue, though. But my mom told me they do that all the time. I was like, what? Because I was thinking, like, when I was trying to contact the live rep, I said, they might not even talk to me because my mom is the payee, you know. And then what got me, this was the straw that broke my mom's back, the camel that broke my mom's back, or the straw that broke the camel's back, as they say, is that the Social Security told her that they have nothing to do with Direct Express. So she was like, she was done when they told her that. I was like, how the fuck can they tell you that when they sending money to Direct Express so you get your money? That's fucking stupid. What did it mean they have nothing to do with it? That's weird. Yes, they do because you get your money off their card. Yes, bullshit. That's what's going on, man. It's like I didn't see my money on the card like I used to, like I should today. So I called my mom, and she was like, "Well, just check now and then. Don't panic. I'm gonna call myself." You know what I'm saying? I said, I'm not panic. I'm pretty much calm and collected. You know, I'm not fucking tripping now. You know, my phone bill ain't due until the fucking 12th anyway, so I'm good for that. I used to fuck around and have it due around the first, but I don't even fuck with it. I don't even fuck with that shit no more. I just let it go. Cause I was like, if I pay my bill like on the first, would it be cool? Shit, oh, it'd be cool. You could pay it. It just hold until around the 12th. You know, so I was like, oh, okay. So you could pay it like 12 days earlier if you want to, your phone bill. I'm like, cool. That's what's going to be happening. Because I don't have enough of my card to pay my phone bill. I got like very little on my card. I can't even cover the phone bill at least. I got bills to pay, man. I can't be waiting like for days, man, because my rent, I don't get a late fee until 6 days after the first. And they charge you like $10 for a late fee, I think. But I remember somebody that worked for the company about a couple of years ago. I asked him, I said, how long does it take? What's the grace period with this real estate? He was like 10 days. According to what I read, it's 6. You know. But it was like you got until like the 6th to pay it, or you're gonna be subject to a late fee. So somebody was wrong, you know. Yeah, I just gotta keep calling, man. So yeah, this is the first time this happened. That's the funny part about it. It's never happened before. I told my mom, I said, this is crazy. Where's my fucking money? I got bills to pay, man. What the fuck, man? This is not even my fault. This is beyond my control here. Yeah, I hope it's figured out by today, man. I'm gonna pay my fucking bills. I don't think I could go out on the weekend. I don't think the currency exchange open on the weekend. I know I tried to go out Sunday and pay my bills one time, but the currency exchange are closed and shit. I was like, I should have just waited till Monday. Because it's funny because I didn't go out because I wasn't feeling well. I was under the weather at that time, which is rare for me to be under the weather at that time. So I decided not to go. Because I got it. Of course, I got to check that because my check don't come on the weekends. So I got it that Friday. I was like, man, I don't feel like going. So I waited till Sunday. I didn't even go Saturday. I waited till Sunday to go out, and the currency exchange were closed. I was like, shit, I should have just waited till fucking Monday. I don't know if they open on Saturdays though. But at least now I can pay my rent online. So I pay my rent via portal. So that's been taken care of. I don't have to go out and do that. The light bill, I can do that by my phone. The phone bill, I go out and pay. And they're open on Saturdays though, for sure. Well, I could do the phone with my phone bill too, but I'm like, no, I got to get a reason to get my ass outside, man. It's like you got more reasons to stay indoors as opposed to taking your ass outside. That's why I tell you, why don't you just have auto pay on and all? I'm like, I had no reason to get outside. You know, I had to fucking block somebody this morning because he proved to be a fucking lying asshole. I mean, she straight up lied to my face, basically, in quote unquote face. Because I was in this live stream, I asked him a question, and he just flat out lied. Like, no hesitation. He just lied. I'm not going to go into detail, but it was a fucking, I felt there was a lie when he was telling, as he was explaining. I was like, that don't sound right. And it's funny because it took all the way today, because this stream was like 4 days ago, 3 to 4 days ago. And it took this morning for me to piece the puzzles together as to why I was feeling off. And I was like, I started remembering other events leading up to that I didn't mention during the stream. And I was like, this motherfucker's phony. I don't know why he felt he had to fucking like lie like that. I mean, he's phony as hell. It's more than just that though. It's like it's way, but it's like there's a lot more to the fucking story, but I don't want to go into detail. So I ended up blocking him because I was gonna wait for a response to him. Depending on how he responded to me, I was gonna block him. But I was like, fuck it. I didn't want to wait for that. I was like, you know, because I got the feeling what he's gonna say anyway. So I was like, I'm gonna block his ass now. Fuck him. You know, talking shit about, oh, I miss you, Chrome. I miss our talks and all that. I was like, okay, but you lied to me at the same time. You full of shit, man. You got no time for people like that in our lives, man. We don't got time for that, bro. We shouldn't have time for that shit. It's like I'm not finna fuck around with you with your lying ass. And you just know it's not like I'm thinking he was lying. I knew. It's like I knew it. It wasn't like a thought. I just knew he was lying. It's like I knew it. I'm like 98. Fuck, I'm like 99.9% sure he was lying. It's like, holy shit. What is this notification here from Discord? Oh, somebody sharing the link. It's funny because last night I was talking about him my stress. Oh, I think he changed. You know what I'm saying? He looks different in a good way. But I wasn't putting shit together in my head. I wasn't piecing puzzles together in my head to come to the conclusion that he's full of shit, you know. Better late than never, you know what I'm saying? And I hope he does fucking see this. I hope he does. And you know who you are, man. You fucking know who you are. You know what I'm saying? So you don't need to say shit else to me ever, man. It's like I'm done, bro. It's like you got others full, but you don't got me full, goddammit. And I question those who even fucking follow him. It's like, don't you know who this person is? They obviously don't. or they don't care. They're probably too dumb to realize it. Or they believe he's changed, but he hasn't. You know, I guess you have to be directly hurt by him or directly a victim of this shit to see it. I don't know how this shit goes. But you shouldn't have to be, you know what I'm saying? Because the videos that he put up, I was trying to get him to take that shit down or alter the titles of those videos. I was like, dude, you need to take that shit down ASAP if you're trying to prove to people that you changed. Because that's that shit that you have on your channel still, which I wasn't aware of until last night. Like that shit you got on your channel, that's why we fell out in the first place, man. Don't you get it? Oh, I was just joking. It was technically a joke. That's not a fucking joke, man. What you doing? I said 99.9% of people that see that shit is gonna take you seriously, dude. What the fuck? That has nothing to do with SJW, sensitive people. The average person is gonna take you seriously. You say fuck this person, or I hate this person, or this movie star, or whatever. They're gonna take you seriously. They're gonna believe you. It's like imagine running across a video when I said, "Fuck," let's say, "Fuck Capcom." I'm done with Capcom. Why would you assume I'm joking by reading the title? It's like I'm a joker and all, but I would never fucking do a video shitting on something or somebody in a joking way. No. It's a waste of my time and it's dumb, you know? Because I don't believe he's going to take them videos down. I think those are like trophies to him and shit. Like some sick trophy. It's like, yes, that's my old shit. He even said, I watched a couple of his shit. I ain't watched all the way through. I watched to see what comments he got on the video. So I clicked on it. And one of them was 2 years back. And he was like, fuck this, fuck that, man. And somebody was like, wow, whoa, dude. And he was like, oh, that's who I used to be. I'm not that way anymore. You know what I'm saying? It was like a month ago. And I was like, why the fuck do you still got the video? Why? In fact, all he has to do, he doesn't even have to take the video down, that particular video, because he don't say anything about the video. All he got to do is change the title. That's all he had to do. But he kept the shit up. All he had to do is change the title. That's all he had to do. That's a shame that you can't draw. You could draw the app of YouTube over apps, but you can't draw it. It's hard. When you streaming, you can't do it for some reason. I'm like, why is that? They adding all this shit to the fucking streaming service, right? Tweaking this, changing the layout, and all that shit. Unnecessary shit. Really. But how come I can't draw the apps when I'm live? I can do it if I'm watching a YouTube video, but I can't do it when I'm live. Why is that? That makes no fucking sense. How much money is Google worth? And you can't do that? I mean, I can leave the stream. I'm not gonna lose it unless I cut it off. But it's gonna pause. That's the thing. The stream will fucking pause. That makes no sense. That's how I know a lot of people ain't using the streaming service. That's how I know it. I mean, if they do it, it'd be like probably once in a blue moon. I would love to see the ratio of people using this service. And I know I'm right. And then people did complain about it. It's probably like 2 people. They have to get a certain high volume of complaints in order to do something about it. I don't know why these companies did it, but they do. They go, well, oh, it's only a few people complaining about it, and nobody else is saying anything about it. So maybe because they're not using the fucking app to complain about it. You ever thought about that? So they're not going to fix anything a few people complained about. Yeah, my mom says she thinks that this car company that I'm with is going to get sued or something. They're so full of shit, she said. I was like, wow, because her deceased husband, she couldn't even get that money. They want her to go through hoops to get that money. Her deceased husband. I'm like, why she had to go through hoops for? It's like, what proof do they need that she's a widow? What the fuck? And then the 2 stimulus checks that disabled people got, the first ones that came out during COVID, she didn't get none of those. I got mine, which is weird. I got both of mine. Was it 3 or 2 of them? I think it was 3 they sent out, wasn't it? Well, I got them all, put it that way. But she didn't get not one, she said. I was like, what the fuck? And she was like, they claim they sent it, but I ain't got it. You know, she said. I was like, that makes no sense. I got mine. Not that I don't believe her. I'm just saying that's weird that I got mine, but she didn't get hers. So that's that, man. Yeah, dude has issues, man. He has major fucking mental issues. I mean, I knew he was mentally disabled, but this is no excuse. This is no excuse for his actions. It's a reason, but it's not an excuse. So, okay, we got the callous on why he does this shit, but it's no excuse, though, man. I mean, get the fuck out of here. Because a friend of mine was like, oh, he disrespected the dead and shit. I wouldn't say that. I mean, if I told myself, if there's a rapper that I didn't like and he passed away, right? If people ask me, what do you think about so-and-so's music, even though he's gone, I would say he's garbage. I wouldn't say that disrespect his music is garbage. It will still be garbage even though he's passed. It wouldn't change. It wouldn't all of a sudden become good music because he passed away. I'm just stating what I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm stating what it is. It's trash. It's always going to be trashy garbage. It's like, yeah, I'm sorry that person is no longer with us, but it's garbage like the XXX Tentacion, for example. I don't even know. I didn't know who the fuck he was after he was killed. But I've heard a bit of his music, but I wasn't into it. I wouldn't say it's garbage. It sounds like the shit. I wouldn't necessarily say it's garbage, but it sounds like the shit I hear on the radio anyway. So I was like, he would be no exception. Like, yeah. It's like I'm not into his music, you know. If he was, oh, he's a special person. He was a sweetheart and all that shit. You know, so I'm like, yeah, I mean, personally, probably was cool. I hope he was. But that doesn't change the fact that if their music is trash or not, if it's garbage. So I wouldn't call it disrespect for saying a dead person's music or entertainment is garbage. That's not disrespecting them, it's disrespecting the media that they produced. That's knocking that. I mean, not disrespect. That's knocking the media that they produced. Like actor is always going to be a bad actor. I don't give a shit if they passed away or not. It doesn't matter. They still going to be a bad actor. What's that dude's name that won American? Now he didn't win. What's his name? William Hong or some shit. That guy was awful. His name is something Hong. He got famous for being a bad singer. Can you believe that? He didn't rise to stardom basically because he was selling good. It was because he was bad. But it was because of his bad music that people like. They thought it was funny. I thought it was funny too. But it's rare, like when I actually laugh at somebody, it's supposed to laughing. Because William Hung, I'm not laughing at him. You know, but you don't want nobody to laugh at you. You don't. That is something that nobody should want ever. If you're a sound mind person or a sane person, you don't want nobody laughing at you. Because there's this one particular person I laugh at. That's a streamer on YouTube. He's not as famous as he believes he is. I mean, he's getting famous because he's an asshole. That's why. That's where his fame is coming from. It's basically because he's a bad person, not because he's good. But even then, he's not that famous, despite that. But yes, I mean, is he like a name? Yes, but not like really, really big. A lot of people don't know who the fuck he is. You know what I'm saying? Like you mentioned his name, a lot of people still don't know who the fuck he is. And he's been on YouTube since what, 2015? Something like that. I think he said he started his YouTube career in 2015 or some shit. I mean, he's a pathological liar, like the dude I mentioned earlier. He lies in a heartbeat. He got so used to lying, it's like second nature to him now. I mean, this guy's fucking terrible as a human being. I mean, people say, oh, he's acting. No, he's not. Okay, let's say for the sake of argument that he is acting. Okay, let's just say that for the sake of argument. It's bullshit, by the way. Let's say he is acting. All right. Why in the fuck would you want to portray somebody in that light? Can you imagine me? I'm acting, by the way. Can you imagine me streaming and I ban somebody or time somebody out just because they asked me a simple question? He streams people over the dumbest shit to the point where I can't even remember it. That's how dumb it is. Oh, I would ban, like if I lose in a fighting game, I would ban you because you said that person was good. Or a good player, or I got my ass whooped. I would just ban you or blacklist you because you beat me in a fighting game. Why would I play a character like that and expect people to say, oh, he's just playing the character? This is not the movies, motherfucker. It's not like I'm playing the fucking antagonist in a fucking horror movie or like an action flick. That's not, because we know that's acting. You know what I'm saying? Some dumbasses take it seriously to the point where they will actually assault the actor that played the character. Stupid shit. This motherfucker's not acting. And ironically, he wanted to be an actor for years. And he did some skits where it's fucking terrible. I was thinking if he put as much energy as to who he is as a person to his acting, he probably would have fucking had a job as an actor. Probably. Because I was like, he's so forceful and shit when he gets mad at video games. It's like, dude, why don't you put that energy in fucking acting? I mean, he got no talent. He can't sing. I mean, but that should be okay. You know what I'm saying? He should embrace that shit, that he's a fucking loser. I mean, people, I mean, I do it. I can't sing, but I do it. I can't act, but I do it. But at least I'm not gonna lie and say, yeah, I'm a great actor. I'm a great singer. I'm the best singer in the world. And he just proved, this guy has proof that arrogance is actually detrimental for your health and your persona. I mean, his whole family disowned him, man. What does that tell you? His sister wants nothing to do with him. His mom doesn't want anything to do with him. His brother doesn't want anything to do with him. His cousin, he had a fight with his cousin on social media. He wants nothing to do with him. Why do I keep watching him? Because he makes me fucking laugh in the bad way. Some of the shit he says is like, what the fuck? How is this guy living? That's how I said, that's how bad his dialogue is. They question his existence. They like, I remember one person was like, why is this guy still alive? How is he walking among us talking like this? Case in point, he does not, I repeat, he does not want a daughter at all. I mean, if he ever has a daughter, heaven forbid, I hope he has no kids, because he still doesn't have any kids. If he has a daughter, he's gonna treat her like shit because she's a female. He wants a son. He even actually prayed on stream. He said, God, please don't send me no daughters. This motherfucker is 39 years old. He acts like he's fucking 19. No, that's an insult to 19-year-olds. He acts like a 9-year-old. I mean, this guy's absolutely fucking insane. And everybody that defends this motherfucker, like who actually support him, they got screws loose in the head too. They do. You gotta have some screws loose to defend this guy and support him. Because if you don't, you're not going to support this man. You'd be a fool, man, to do that. But there's some people that actually fucking woke up and like, I don't want to fuck with him more power to him. It was one dude named, this is when I first started watching, this dude named Ferris. Like, keep in mind, I didn't know better. I mean, I knew he was an asshole, but I didn't really know as much as I know now about him. And about how people would not easily leave him if they're like a mod in his chat and shit like that. This man, Ferris, whooped his ass in Street Fighter 5. I mean, he fucking destroyed him. So dude was like, fuck you, you piece of shit. He was cussing them all out. I was like, dude, calm the fuck down. Take your L, bitch. Why don't you commend him for being a good player? Why you gotta fucking cuss him out? I actually felt bad for Ferris. And like I said, but if I knew then what I knew now, I would have been just laughing at it. Because I was like, I ain't finna feel shit for him until I know he's gonna not fuck with him no more. I even posted in the chat, in the video, under the video clip, I said, I feel bad for dude, man. He had to receive that verbal assault just because he's good at fighting game. And then check it out. Ferris is in the chat. After he got blacklisted off the list, I think he demodded him too. Yeah, he demodded him too. And Ferris is in the chat talking about, oh, don't worry about it. He cool. Everything gonna be all right. He just mad right now. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? I will not fuck with him ever again because he's a fucking baby. I'm like, dude, you get mad at me because I'm whooping your ass in a fighting game. And then turn around Then in his next breath, he said he doesn't take it seriously. It's like, yes, you do, motherfucker. It's painfully obvious that you take it seriously. I mean, I could go on and on about this fucking clown, man. I believe, without a shadow of a doubt, that he is the worst streamer on social media. I believe that with 100 fucking plus %. I've watched enough clips of this man to know this to be a fact. I'm not even fucking around. He is absolutely the worst person I saw ever on social media. I see other people like him, but they don't hold a candle to this man. They don't. This man is absolutely garbage. And the fact that he can live with himself is fucking mind-boggling to me. I mean, it's just mind fucking boggling, bro. Yeah, I remember I was in the chat like it's about 2 years ago, I think it was. Yeah, it was over 2 years ago. I was in this one chat and I said, and his name came up. I said, oh, I know what the fuck that is. I said, he is the worst streamer of all time. He's the worst person ever that's on social media right now. And the streamer was like, I don't think so. He was questioning it. I was like, dude, I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing else. I said, how can you not believe that? Because he was like, oh, this guy is funny as hell. I said, yeah, I agree, but I'm laughing at his ass. I mean, he's the most unintentionally funniest person as well. The most unintentionally funny person. So he deserves both rewards. You know, so fucking Britney Spears. I think I did it again. Right now, I have a notification from a clip from this fucking clown already. I'm subscribed to so many exposure channels / troll channels. I don't know why they call them troll channels, but I digress. I run across so many exposure channels. I'm subscribed to many of them because it's like, holy shit. And a video just recently came out about him, which is damning to his character. Damning to him. There are allegations regarding him grooming a 17-year-old when he was 29 at the time. While it's not set in stone that he did groom her or the chick in question, the allude to it is fucking powerful that he did. It's like she don't have to come out and say, yes, he did. She pretty much said he did. And the uploader was rightfully questioning and like, what the fuck does she mean? You know what I'm saying? However, his stream comes after the video dropped. You think this motherfucker defended himself? You think that he refuted those claims or debunked it? Nope. She didn't say a goddamn thing about it, except the only thing he did was ban people that mentioned the video. That's all he did. Or deny. I don't know who the fuck. I don't know what you're talking about. And I was like, is this guy saying you're not going to defend yourself? This is some serious shit. The video is a little over an hour long. And those who saying it's bullshit didn't even watch the fucking video. And if you did watch it, I question your sanity. Why wouldn't you at least have doubt after watching that video. There's no way you could walk away from that and say, I don't believe he did. I don't believe he groomed a 17-year-old. I don't believe that at all. It's like he got on some great points, but he's not gonna fucking refute the video, debunk it. Because if it was me, I know exactly. I'll be talking about that shit, man. I'll be like, look here. In fact, I would have went even further than just talking about it. I would have played the video on my stream, pausing it every so often to respond to it, just to clear my name or make it clear on how accurate the video was. Because if it was bullshit like he claimed it is, that would give you more reason to debunk it or to refute it. And secondly, if you didn't groom a 17-year-old, what reason would she have not to come out and defend you? Say, no, he didn't actually, no, it wasn't true. Because you got to keep in mind, girls who are being groomed are going to deny it. They're not aware of it. That's the thing about being groomed. They're not aware of it. They think it's just normal shit. I mean, it was a really, 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 really good video. It's early. It's kind of in the morning time. That's why people ain't really coming in. It's 11 now. Yeah, I mean, this guy's fucking terrible, man. I mean, it's like he does not want a daughter. Like I said, he doesn't want a daughter at all. He wants a fucking son instead. It's like, motherfucker, we need women to procreate anyway. What the fuck are you talking about? I mean, the shit that he said about having a daughter is fucking insane. Like, damn, I don't want to mention his name on this fucking stream, bro. It's like, I don't want any fucking clout regarding this fucker. I ain't putting his name in the title as it is. Like, if I was to alter it, his name will not be on the title. Not even in, I don't even tag his shit. Put as a tag. Because I don't want nobody coming to me. They didn't. Plus, they're going to expect more content from me and shit. I'm like, nah, I ain't even going to talk about him like that. I mean, he's just an awful, terrible person, man. I mean, what more can I say? It's like no parent would allow their daughter to date this motherfucker. I'm telling you, they find out about him, the video clips about him saying all this different shit that makes him the person that he is now. They're gonna be like, no. They will probably chain their daughter up to the house so she won't even see him. I mean, he's a parent's worst nightmare. If he gets your daughter, if he gets a daughter's pregnant, he's the worst nightmare of every parent. He's like, oh, I want to have a son and all that shit. It's like, nah, man. I hope he has no fucking kids, man. Oh God. And I'm glad he didn't fucking have kids with his ex, man. What the fuck? Cause she would have to put up with his ass, man. Just because they got kid together. And it'd be worse if she has a daughter with this stupid ass. It'd be worse. So I'm glad she moved on. Because when I first saw his ex, I thought she was an airhead for even fucking with him. She had to be an airhead or something. But she matured enough to fucking leave. This son of a bitch ended up. He ended up. This happened to be a day of the anniversary since they met, and I don't know why he recorded the phone live. I don't know why he just didn't mute the stream. I don't know why he didn't do that. But he had her on speakerphone. She was like crying on there. And she was like, it's our anniversary. He was like, so I'm going to the FGC. Stop. It's like, stop. He was like, stop being a bitch. Stop crying. Something like that he was saying. Like, you acting like a fucking child right now. You know I'm going to the FGC. You know. I was like, damn. It's like the exposure videos ain't doing nothing but clipping them. He doing all the work. He's doing the exposure. They ain't saying shit. And speaking of videos that clip, this is what I believe. When those videos first started surfacing, they were from fans that liked this content so much that they wanted to make a compilation in dedication to him because he was an entertainer. Instead of being thankful for the clip, he saw that as stealing from him, and he started flagging those videos down. That was a mistake, a major mistake for him to do that. So those fans became enemies. They became detractors. So instead of fans clipping him, he ended up having a plethora of people clipping him that weren't even fans. And he had people clipping him that wouldn't even associate with him in the first place. But they found out about him through those clips. And before he knew it, it was a whirlwind of clippers just clipping his shit. And for the most part, that's what it was. There was no commentary in the videos. They were just clipping them. I don't think it was memes yet. Because sometimes they have memes and shit, but that's it on the comp. They don't say nothing. But they was like regular clips at first. And he had a problem with that. And that's crazy. It's fucking crazy. It was one dude, he became his enemy because he used to support him and everything. He even gave him money. I think I forgot. I can't remember what happened exactly, but he had a falling out with him on the stream. He did something. I can't remember, but anyways, this dude he went from supporter to his enemy. And he was like, I gave you all this fucking money. Because he made a video talking about it. He said, I gave you all this fucking money. And yet, this is how you treat me. So you disrespecting me. And he was so upset about it. He said, look, I'm not doing this to make money. I don't care about YouTube monetization. I'm just telling you like it is, who this guy is. You know. I remember for years, I was like, how the fuck does he have all these views and shit? For him being the type of person he is, right? I was like, how does he have all these fucking views? View botting. That's what he's doing. Makes perfect sense because I was like, it just didn't make any sense to me that 1,400 people, for example, would tune in. I'm not making this shit up either. I'm not making this up. About 1,400 people would tune in his live streams. That makes no sense to me as the person he is. Yeah, he has viewers, supports, but not a lot. I mean, this motherfucker could put a poll up and only about 50 people or maybe 50 will participate in the poll when he's supposed to have all these fucking subs and shit. I was like, why is the participation so low? That's odd. Then you got this other clown that I mentioned. I might as well fucking make it a rant. I did say I was going to rant. The other clown I mentioned before. So because after we fell out the second time for like a year, he would come in my chat and shit like that. And there was this one particular account that he came under, which I had no idea what time he made up a whole backstory to this fake ass person that he was pretending to be. To the point where I didn't see him for a while. He stopped. All of a sudden, he stopped showing up in my streams. We would talk back and forth and shit, right? So one day I was doing a stream just like this, chilling. He comes back. I was like, oh, it's been a while. How is everything? He's like, oh, I'm good. Still, I didn't know it was him at this point. I ended up doing the game stream, right? He came in that one. All of a sudden, he revealed himself. I don't know what prompted him to do it, because I didn't suspect he was him at all. He said something he used to say that was kind of annoying back when we were cool. I don't think he meant to annoy me with it. It's just something he said. I don't even want to repeat it, really. It's just so fucking stupid. So he said that, and that's when I knew it was him. I was speechless because I was like, I was going to say it. I just blocked him. I didn't say anything in response when I saw the child. I can't believe that was actually him the whole time. So time passed after that. Because he was like, after he said that sentence, he was like, oops, where did that come from? Or something like that. Like, he didn't mean to say it. Because we've been talking for months back and forth for like a long time. I was like, you had me fooled. Why did you gonna fucking reveal yourself after months? That's dumb. I don't know why he did that. But anyways, I blocked him. So he comes back again under the same name. And I'm thinking that he was actually pretending to be the real person. That's what I thought he was doing. So to test him after he came back, which I was assuming that I was suspicious though. I was hoping it was the real person that came back. I said, this dude was impersonating you, man. He's using your name and everything. He was like, what? I was like, yeah. So I decided to test him. I said something that was incorrect. I said, how was life in so-and-so? But I said it wrong just to see what he would say. And he ended up correcting me. He's like, oh, I don't live there. I live here. I said, oh, okay. And then he went further. I don't own a cell phone. I have a PC. I have a flip phone only. I said, oh, this is definitely you. It's definitely you. Some shit. Because he said that way before, I was like, okay, definitely you. And this morning I commended his ass for keeping up that fucking lie. I said, kudos, man. I got to give you credit where credit's due with your fucking slick ass. Thank you for keeping up that fucking name. And not only that, the backstory and tech to the point where you got past my test. I was like, kudos to that shit, man. Because it was only 2 accounts that he came under that pissed me off. That was one of them. I remember when I blocked him for the final time. I was playing a game called I still wasn't convinced that I wasn't convinced yet that it was him. Not yet. I thought this was the other person that he was so-called pretending to be. Even though the whole time it was him. Okay. I was playing a game called Prototype. And this happened late into the stream. He came, man, he recommended I see something. I said, I forgot what I said. I think I said something that's a kid's show or something like that. That's juvenile. I don't want to see nothing like that. Something like that. And all of a sudden he got mad. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you, Wani? Keep in mind, I didn't think it was him yet. So he was like, I'm not a child for liking that show. I was like, I didn't say you was a child. I said it's juvenile to me. What the fuck are you talking about? Then he started just going at me. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you, Wani? Again, I didn't think that was him. I thought it was the real person. So I ended up blocking him. I didn't want to do it, man. I didn't want to fucking do it. I thought he was gonna calm down, but he just kept coming at me. So I caved in. So I reached my limit. I blocked him. I rather had him blocked. I was like, what a fucking idiot. So then he actually no. This is when I blocked him. I blocked him when he said that phrase that he used to say back when we were cool that I don't want to repeat because it's so fucking stupid. So when he said that, I knew it was the dude. I said, this motherfucker was this on this count too. First, I was thinking he was mocking the other guy that he saw in the previous stream. He was mocking him. But why would you do that? Why would you mock somebody else that you know I have a problem with to get back at me? That's stupid. That make no sense. I wasn't putting two and two together back then. So that's when I had him block. I said, block this motherfucker. So and then he came back on another account with his usual nigger and fat fuck. The usual shit that he would say, the original dude, which further convinced me that, it should have further convinced me that this dude is a fake person. It's not him. This is an account that he's been using all this time to fool you. Even one of my mods was like, I think he was him the whole time. So I don't think so. I just didn't want to accept it. So fast forward, this is like sometime later. This is like a long time I was playing another game. And towards the end of the stream, because he couldn't use the that Wani account that I blocked. So he used another account. And he told me, oh, I had you fooled for months. I was him the whole time. Then he said his full name, his first name that I used to call him at. I never mentioned his name in the streams. So only he would know that. So I was like, I just had him blocked. I said, block him. And he never returned. Yeah, he's just a fucking weirdo. I mean, this man has issues like up the ass, man. I'm telling you. This motherfucker's in his early 30s still acting like this. Claiming he's changed, but he didn't. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, who are you fooling? What is this shit? What is this ruse for? What are you doing this for? When you're playing this day didn't fucking change. You gonna put in the title that, oh, I apologize to Rock Chromosome 99. I'm sorry or some shit. I was like, it's like, what the fuck? This is a stream. You streaming a game. Why are you putting shit like that in your title for? That's just the tip of the iceberg as to why I ain't fucking with him now. that convinces me that he hasn't changed. Maybe he made some, but not apparently not enough. Because I was talking to him last night as I was streaming, trying to get him to see, like, dude, you need to drop these videos. You need to change these titles of these other streams because it's not going to convince people that you changed. Basically, he wasn't hearing me, which leads me to believe he's not going to take him down no matter what I say. So I'm like, he's gonna go our separate ways, man. Because like I said, I started to remember all type of shit that helped me to make my decision not to fuck with him no more. I mean, it's still a lot of shit that happens revealed in this chat, in this stream. But I revealed enough to know to let you know he's full of shit. They're doxing me and shit and saying he wants to, rape my sister and shit. What the fuck? All that shit. Using accounts with my full name. I mean, like, he did some terrible shit, man. I do believe in forgiveness, but goddamn, if you ain't making no changes, man, what the fuck? I mean, like, I ain't finna fuck with you no more. So I already forgave him a long time ago. I told him that. So, but I don't have to fuck with him no more. Shit. Like I said, his mental illness is a reason, but it's no excuse for your actions. It's like you could blame the show. You want as much as he lie. I'm not surprised if he is blaming it. Whatever he does have a setback, he blames his mental illness. Because people like that don't want to take responsibilities for their actions. They blame other sources, other people, for why they going what they going through and shit. It's not my fault. It's their fault, or it's the system, or it's whatever the fuck, So anyway, I was very shocked to realize my money didn't come on my card today, like it should have. I mean, it fucking blew me away. I'm like, you fucking with my livelihood now with this. It's like you fucking with it. So everybody, women love Henry Cavill. He is a handsome dude, though. The one that played the Superman. But he doesn't want to do Superman anymore. Yeah, women swoon over this man. But at least they don't have to worry about him being altered or he having being demuscled because the evil woman gaze. They don't have to worry about that. Men do. Straight men do. I mean, Henry Cavill is playing Superman in tights. They look like underwear over some leggings. That's what they are. They look like underwear. I mean, all his muscles is for people to see, all his muscles and shit. Because I think if ESG was against straight women too, he wouldn't have been as muscular because that's something women find attractive. Straight women do. A muscular man. And he wouldn't be manly. He'd be feminized because the average woman doesn't like a effeminate man. They just don't. They natural inclination is to find a man who's able to protect them. An effeminate man or nerds does not spell strong man. That's why women in particular are not attracted to nerds or effeminate men. They're just not. That's just the way they're wired like that. I mean, yeah, I'm not saying there's no hope that they can never find a woman. I'm not saying that. That woman that would marry or date a nerd or a feminine man, that woman that's like that. But I'm just saying, in general, I don't believe that's the case. They want you at least exude some form of masculinity, some form, because that's a huge turn on for women. A masculine man. It's the same with men. It's the same with straight men. They're normally ain't gonna go for a woman who is masculine. They're not. They're gonna go for a woman who's dainty, effeminate. You know, that's what attracts straight men. That's just the way it is. So that's my new thing. When I do chill streams, I'm gonna have the radio on in the background. Just brings life to the stream, I'm thinking. Instead of just having it just quiet. That's gonna be low. You know, it's not gonna be loud when you can't hear me and shit. And sometimes the news can bring up a topic we to talk about on the radio. Yeah, this blew the fuck out of me. I was like, where's my money at on this card? Because first I was thinking I was a victim of identity theft. That's not true, because if I was, I would have $0 left on there. I got the exact same amount that I had before I'm supposed to get my money on there. Because I always put the amount. I keep a track how much I got left on my card, put it that way, whenever I use it. I always keep track of how much I have on it. That's how I knew that it wasn't identity theft, because it's the same exact amount. So while they experienced a high call value, I was like, yeah, I bet you are. People trying to fucking find out what the fuck is going on. They got bills to pay. Because my mother didn't get no letter regarding me, and I got to sign papers or anything. She got nothing. Because I get linked too, and my link is on at least. I got that, so I'm cool as far as eating, at least. Plus, they increased my large margin, my link. I was like, yeah, I wanted to increase, but not that much. But okay. I was like, okay, well, thanks for the increase, but wow. My mom was like, what? I was like, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, the last time this shit happened to me was when my mom ended up getting locked up. Unpaid. I think she got a parking ticket that was unpaid, and she was pulled over. They found out she owed some money, so they locked her up until a court date. Something like that happened. But anyway, she was back then. I didn't have a card. I wasn't getting my money on my card. I was getting my money through the mail, and I couldn't pay my rent for because she was locked up for about a month. No, in fact, she was locked up a whole month. I had to call my rent. I said, "Look, I can't pay this rent because my payee is she's unavailable right now." That's all we understand. Just said they're like, "Thank you for telling us," and everything like that. She said, "You're going to receive like a rent due payment, but ignore that. That's just protocol." I said, "Oh, okay." So I missed the first month's rent, and then half of the second month. That's how. Well, I think I missed 2 months rent. I think I missed 2 months. But yeah, when I got my check, I paid. No. It was 1 month. Because the second month she got out. She got released around the second month. And my checks was cashed, so I paid the last month's rent and I paid the current month's rent. So they pretty much got double the rent from me. I was like, damn, they don't fucking kick me out. Like, speaking of kicked out, I'm gonna tell you something it's funny and amazing to me at the same time. It was this neighbor of mine. He fucking told me he wasn't paying the rent no more. That's how I knew. It was about a year. He didn't pay no rent for like a whole fucking year. I wasn't trying to calculate it, but I just happened to fucking remember it because he told me face to face. He was like, "Man, fuck these guys. I ain't paying no rent no more." I was like, "All right." Now I'm assuming I'm pretty sure he's trying to leave, but he didn't leave the apartment until like almost a year. So he stayed there rent free for like a whole fucking year. Granted, it was winter time, but I don't think that's really an excuse. It was a winter time, but come on, man. Because the winter doesn't even last a year. But I do remember it was a whole year he didn't pay no rent. So he finally left, right? And I shit you not, the next day, that was when the sheriff finally showed up. I was like, you guys just missed him. He was living in that apartment for a whole year without paying no rent. And then when he finally leaves, you show up like the next day or two. Are you kidding me? Because it's funny because I was just minding my own business in my apartment. I heard the knock on the loud knock because they knock a certain way. You could tell by them knocking it's not a neighbor. They have a certain knock. They even have a certain way they speak that you could tell that they're not neighbors just by listening to them. And they have a certain knock. So I knew there was like some business. So I went to the door and I peeped out a peephole. He was like, Sheriff's office. No. So they opened the door. They forced themselves in. But he was already gone. Man, I wish he was there too when they knocked on his door, man. But he wasn't there. So I'm gonna call in his car now, off and on all day, to see if my money's on there, so I can at least pay my fucking rent. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me. So that concludes this rant video, this rant stream. Yeah, I didn't want to wait to fucking do this stream. I want to do it like ASAP. So yeah, With that being said, welcome on sign the fuck out. Peace and love. Good health to you all and be safe out there. Peace. I'm out. Shit. Not to mention, I did an 8-hour stream last night. And here I am doing an impromptu stream for like an hour and 15 minutes. Am I a trooper or what?